Hi, this is Mr. Coffee. In this lesson we are going to find the algebraic representations of inverses. In other words, we're going to take an algebraic function and we're going to find the inverse for that function. So usually functions are written in the form using x and y, and what we're going to do is exchange x and y, which are the input and output values, to find the inverse of the function. And to do this today we're actually going to use two different examples. This first example, f of x equals 5x squared minus 4. The first thing you want to do to find the inverses is, first of all, rewrite it so that it's in the form of y equals 5x squared minus 4. So we want to replace f of x with y. And then we're going to switch x and y. And we're going to solve for y then. So the first thing we'll do then is we'll add 4 to both sides. So we get x plus 4 equals 5y squared. And then we'll divide by 5. So now we have x plus 4 over 5 equals y squared. And then to undo the exponent, y squared, then we're going to take the square root of both sides. We're going to undo that squared by doing the square root. And a reminder, then when you do the square root of an even power, then we're going to get plus or minus. So we get plus or minus the square root of x plus 4 over 5 equals y. Now in this situation, because of the plus or minus, this is not going to be a function, so we would just say that y equals. So let's look at this other one. This function f of x equals the quantity x plus 3 raised to the 5th power minus 7. So once again, we want to first of all write it as y equals. So we'll change the f of x to y and rewrite it. And then we want to find the inverse. We're going to switch x and y and solve for y again. So just like over here where we moved the 4 first, we're going to move the 7 first of all. So we're going to add 7 to both sides, do the opposite. So x plus 7 equals the quantity y plus 3 raised to the 5th power. And then to undo this, or to get rid of the exponent here, we are going to then take the 5th root of both sides. Because this is to the 5th power, we did the square root before because it was to the 2nd power. So in this case, because of the 5th power, we're going to do the 5th root. So we have the 5th root of x plus 7 equals y plus 3. And then to finish this, we will subtract 3 from both sides. Now when I do this, I'm going to put the minus 3 first so that I don't mistake for the minus 3 for being underneath the radical sign. So we get negative 3 plus the 5th root of x plus 7 equals y, or we could say that this is the inverse, so I could use inverse notation, f inverse of x. And there we have just shown you how to find the inverses of algebraic functions.